Imagine waking up every single day knowing you are the smartest person in the room and it changed nothing. That's the life of Walter White, a man with a brilliant mind trapped inside a life that gave him nothing. So let's talk about why it sucks to be born as Walter White. Walter was a chemistry teacher, not a famous scientist, not a rich man, just a tired teacher standing in front of bored students. He once helped build a company worth billions. Then he walked away for a few $1,000s. His old partners became millionaires. He became a man who corrects homework at midnight. Every morning he wakes up exhausted before the day even begins. He stands in class and the kids don't listen. They laugh, they scroll their phones. He explains the beauty of chemistry, the way atoms bond and break and nobody cares. He earns so little that one job is never enough. So after school, he goes to work at a car wash, he scrubs tires, he wipes windows, he bends down on the dirty floor in front of strangers, and then it happens. One of his own students drives in with an expensive car. The kid recognizes him. He pulls out his phone. He films Mr. White cleaning his rims, laughing the whole time. Walter says nothing. He just keeps scrubbing. Imagine teaching a kid in the morning and cleaning his car at night. That is how small the world made Walter White feel. But he doesn't quit. He never quits. Because at home, there's a family that needs him. His wife, Skylar, who is pregnant, and his son, Walter Jr., who was born with cerebral palsy. His son walks with crutches. Every step is a fight. Walter loves them. He would do anything for them. So he carries the weight quietly. He smiles. He pretends everything is fine. Money is always tight. The bills never stop. He counts every dollar. He fixes things instead of replacing them. Meanwhile, everyone around him seems to be winning. Take Hank, his brother-in-law. Hank is a DEA agent, loud, confident, successful. At family dinners, Hank tells big stories. He flashes his gun. He gets all the attention, and Walter just sits there, quiet, invisible. Everyone respects Hank. Nobody really sees Walter. His old college friends are rich beyond imagination. They offer him money. They offer him a job. They pity him. And pity is the one thing a proud man cannot stand. Walter has the bigger brain, but the smaller life. He spent 50 years being good, being patient, being humble. And what did the universe give him in return? A cough. Just a small cough at first. Then the doctor's office, the white walls, the quiet voice, lung cancer, inoperable. He has maybe 2 years left to live, 50 years of doing everything right, and now this. Walter does the math in his head the way he always does. His treatment will cost a fortune. His family has nothing. If he dies now, he leaves them with debt and grief. So a broken man makes a terrible decision. He knows chemistry better than anyone alive, so he decides to use it, not to teach, to cook. He partners with an old failing student named Jesse Pinkman, two outcasts in a beat-up RV in the middle of the desert. The yellow suits, the masks, the blue product nobody can copy. And for the first time in his life, Walter is the best at something the world actually pays for. He tells himself it's all for his family. That's the lie he repeats every single day. But power changes people, and it changes Walter fast. The shy teacher disappears. In his place rises a name whispered in fear. Heisenberg, the hat, the glasses, the cold stare that makes grown men nervous. He starts making impossible amounts of money, stacks of cash, more than he could ever spend. But it's never enough. It's not about the money anymore. It's about being respected. It's about finally mattering. He lies to Jesse. He manipulates him like a son and a tool at the same time. He lies to Skylar. He lies to everyone. The good man is gone, and he likes who replaced him. By the end, his hands are responsible for over 100 deaths. The chemistry teacher became one of the most feared men alive, but the universe always collects what it's owed. Hank, the man who never noticed him, finally figures out the truth. The family he built his lies to protect starts falling apart. Skylar turns against him. She's terrified of the man she married. She betrays him in her own way. She pushes him out. She hides the kids. His son learns the truth and looks at him like a monster. The money he killed for ends up buried in a barrel in the dirt. His partner Jesse ends up hating him. His brother-in-law dies because of him. Everything he touched to save his family is exactly what destroyed it. In the end, Walter has it all and nothing. No family, no friends, no respect, just money he can't use. He hides alone in a freezing cabin with one barrel of cash and a cough that's killing him. He got everything he ever wanted and lost everyone he ever loved. So why does it suck to be born as Walter White? Because his whole life was a switch, waiting to be flipped. 50 years of being good ignored and small. 2 years of being powerful, feared, and free. And in both halves, he ended up completely alone. Half of his life was sunlight. Half of it was darkness. He was a genius the world never made room for, until he made room with violence, and by the time he finally mattered, there was no one left to matter to. That's the tragedy of Walter White. He didn't break bad because he was evil, he broke bad because the world spent 50 years telling him he was nothing. And maybe the scariest part is how easy it is to understand him.